Namibian National Labour Organisation, NANLO, would also like to congratulate Her Excellency Dr. Natimbo as a fifth president, and in fact, the female president. I do not also want to say female president because she's our president, and also her entire 8 administrative organ. In this, we also welcome the reduction of really the executive from 21 to at least 8 members. It really also shows that yes, he is really putting issues at hand and want to see Namibia being really a good country that we went through. But in the same time, as your question, going into your question straightforward, is that labor and justice are distinct sectors that serve critical but separate roles in the governance and society. We should understand that this labor is responsible for protecting workers' rights and ensuring fair employment practices and fostering industrial relations, while the Ministry of Justice upholds the rule of law, guarantee access to justice and oversee the legal framework of the nation. Now, if you match these two, it clearly puts serious threats to the independence, the effectiveness, and the integrity of both institutions. So that becomes our primary concern in this regard.
How does NANLO believe this merger will impact the protection of workers' rights in Namibia?
Yes, it furthermore, one who look at this is it will put a move risk undermining the workers' rights, and it's limiting the capacity of systems, justice, and the functions of these two entities. Now, I want to draw you to want to understand whether labor will be a directorate of justice, and then that becomes really a question that one is really mounting to answer. Now, for example, if you look at, just give you an example, is Labor Inspectorate Department is a directorate within the Ministry of Labour, but it's a non-functional department. You can go everywhere elsewhere. It's under budgeted. It does not have inspectors. It does not have the machinery to function. And at the end of the day, workers were suffering within that directorate. Now, if you go to judiciary again, judiciary is a department under justice, also under budgeted. You are suffering. People are suffering to get access to lawyers. Some of the people are going without proper legal representation because that is the department of under the of justice which is judiciary. So now, if you look at now adding another directorate which might be the labor. So now we are asking ourselves, which one will labor be a directorate under justice? And with the current autonomy that we are pushing to say that the Labour Commissioner's Office must be an independent office, because what is happening is that in the same content, we have workers that are from the government. Now, Labour Minister of Labour Commissioner's Office is a directorate that is have to judiciary or have to preside over the government affairs when a person is dismissed. Is that not become a player and a referee at the same time? So all this content is what is making us to get consent to say that are we doing justice to labor to be a directorate within justice? We're not going to overshadow justice, labor, and then it will be a non-functional department like any other department.
Yeah. That brings me to my next question. Do you think that the merger could lead to a dilution of the focus on labor issues within the government?
Yes, clearly. If you look at social dialogue, it's a critical in both the labor and justice, but it plays a particular vital role in the labor sector due to the nature of work-related relations and economic stability. So it is clearly going to be overshadowing one of the departments must underwrite the other one. So that it's going to be a clear solution in terms of this measure, that one will have been, must be superior than the other. So clearly, it is what is making us to get concerns in relations to this measure, which for us we are mindful and we are critical in terms of our thinking, and that's why we are coming up to say that I think we should engage, and then we should discuss so that at least parties can come to a sort of understanding and see how our concerns can be looked at by the Honourable Minister and also by the President herself.
Mm. What are the potential risks that NANLO sees in combining the responsibilities of both ministries?
The risk that we are seeing is that clearly there might be underwriting factors within that one will overshadow the other one, because I think the independence thereof, the effectiveness and the integrity of parties of those institutions are going to be undermined by this measure, because already we are struggling and we have problems with the existing entities. For example, if you look at how broader labor is, it has got social part of it in it. It's got the inspectorate. It's got Ministry of Labour Commission's office in it, and justice of judiciary. We are very, very concerned how the administration is going to be. Just to also be mindful, I was calling the office of Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Land since yesterday.
Mm.
But I could not, the calls could not be picked up. I've sent emails, but emails could not be responded. So already it shows that we are too much overshadowing, or people, the machineries does not know what to do for now, and it really becomes a concern. I can vow to tell you, even to give your screenshots of how many emails I have sent to this ministry, not Ministry of Labour, but like I said, Agriculture and Water, Fishery, Water and Land Reform.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think we are putting a too much mouthful to one ministry, and then we might not get the efficiency and the effectiveness of the productivity of those ministries that we want to put together.
Mm. And just finally, how do you believe the merger might affect the speed and effectiveness of addressing labor disputes in the country?
Yes, I think currently we have a backlog in terms of the labor disputes at the Labour Commissioner's office, under the functionality of itself. Now, we already, like I said, is that whether it's a directorate, and if Labour Commissioner becomes a sub-directory within the directorate, it might be under budgeted. It might not be efficient enough to deliver, because already they are not delivering. People are waiting already for their dispute to be resolved for over 4 years, some 5 years, but there is a specific time frame that has been put for dispute to be resolved, which the current budgetary constraints are not making it possible for these ministries also to deliver. But now, with this measure, I don't know whether we are putting them down in the strain, or are we saying that they will be efficient enough if they could not have under the ministry that they will be assigned. So I think it will undermine the dispute resolution within the Ministry of Labour, and that for us is the only thing that we are concerned about, to say that how workers are going to suffer in this process of dispute resolution.